Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Christelle Martinette, and I'm inaugurating this new studio, I guess, office space, and with the second half of February readings, starting from the 15th to the 28th of February. And the way I'll be doing the readings this time is I have a very old deck of VERA SIBILLA cards, this is the backs. They're very particular, beautiful artwork that I've used over the years, but then I put aside, and I've taken them out for this inauguration. Then I have two tarot decks. I'll see from time to time, again, tarot decks that I used many times over the years. This is the Sherman Gargiulo Tarot. Beautiful deck. The first tarot deck I've ever had, so you know it's really particular to me. And then I have the New Orleans Voodoo Tarot that has specific insights, and I like from time to time to pull that up. Okay, and then of course I have my Neapolitan cards here off to the right. And, well, these were my mother's deck. This was my mother's. And, well, along with about another 40 decks of Neapolitan cards that came down to me. And I like to use that from time to time. So they're all special decks. And, of course, I have my runes that Rose in Etsy, she gave them to me as a gift. And I like to use those because they're large. They're hematite, grounding, and particular. All right, so let's go off to the readings. Cancer, hello, this is me, Christelle Martinette, and I'm here with a reading for the second half of February for you, from the 15th to the 30th. Yeah, sure, from the 15th to the 28th. I'm using now the first card deck, an oracle deck. So let's see what's in store for you. Cancer. Ooh, you're coming out of a new beginning after you've acknowledged a closure, after you've acknowledged that something has ended. You're starting with a new beginning the second half of February. And your thoughts will be completely around this idea. The focus cards, apart from the thoughts that I just mentioned, is an element of surprise. What is the surprise all about? The surprise is that you've acknowledged, again, so this is a repetition. It seems to be a theme that has been popping up. You've acknowledged the fact that a former loved one is no longer in your life. Even though they will never leave your mind, they will never truly leave your life. But in terms of romance, in terms of plans, in terms of your future, you have to take stock of the situation, and that you will be doing the second half of February. It's a matter of pride. It's a matter of coming to terms with the real life situation but there's a surprise inherent in this acknowledgement that will bring you much joy, and that will make it possible for you to be true to that original project. If it was a marriage that has ended and you're taking stock finally that it has ended, you will take stock also of your feelings in this sense, and this is an example. Okay, he or she is gone. We are no longer together. But it is true we spent 10 years together. It's true we spent 5 years together. It's true we spent all these years together. That person will always mean that to me. Now I can put a period and I can move on. And this is what's going to populate your days and your thoughts the second half of February. Also, it's not just as easy as all that. Christelle Martinette took all but a minute and a half to mention that and explain that, but it's not all that easy. It is something that's going to weigh on you and be on your mind for a very long time, perhaps for the rest of your life, because you have some regrets and some of it was your fault, and there's something that you you have difficulty in forgiving yourself for. But all in all, you are feeling that it's time to have another relationship. It's time to renew an old relationship. It's time to pick up the pieces and move forward with this innamorato. Could be an innamorata, male or female lover. And it has to do also with something on the job. A good number of you, and I'm getting 17, not that good of a number, but there is some, there's a fairly high number of you have met someone on the job that you've been thinking about. You haven't acted yet on it, but you've met them and you're thinking, could that be a possible partner for me? Could that be a possible partner in crime for me? Could we do anything together? Now, you probably could, and I'm using these conditionals, would, could, should, maybe, because the last three cards that I'm reading are Belvedere, which is a lightness of heart. All of a sudden you have come into your own realizing the new situation, and you know that it's time that you perhaps make a move with a new person, or in any case in a new direction. You're very cautious in doing this. Is the dottore, the doctor, and you still are, this is the prigione, you still feel that you are tied down to that person. And you have as well a sense that there are few people that you can talk to about this. It's something you bear, it's a cross that you bear, and it's a heavy one at that. And it's something that you don't like to talk about with other people. Don't even like other people to know that you have had difficulties with your wife or your companion, or that you are separating or separated. You don't want the outside world to be part and party to your personal life. You're very, very discreet in that way. I'm going to take a couple of the tarot cards here to see what they can add to this spread. And I'm going to first go over this prisoner card and see what I can find out. I have, look at all the pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. And this is over the prisoner. This is telling you, the cards are counseling you and saying, look, it is true you're moving slowly. It is true it has been a long time that you're in this situation. You have been in this situation. But it's time for the king to move back into the knight's position and move, even if it's ever so slow, but move. And abundance is yours, the Ten of Pentacles. Whenever you are ready to start anew, spiritually, the Pentacles are spirituality. They do denote spirituality. Even if for many, a monetary sense, this is the time to move forward. I'd also like to take another couple of cards here on the Doctor, which is always a very difficult card to read. And in this position especially, I would like to see what the implications are. This is an extra card. Four have come out, and they are the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Swords, the Six of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Again, the cards are counseling you. They're very, very nice to you, Cancer. They're saying, look, we understand you've gone through ups and downs, especially particularly with that person and the breakup and the difficulties, because when you love and you love for life. You're not interested in changing your home. You want to be there, and you want to be there with the people that you've chosen to be there with. And that was a great cause for concern. It was great pain, and it is still pain. But I have here the Six of Wands, this magnificent success card, because of the Page of Swords. Your success in truth, the more you are honest with yourself in terms of how you're feeling now, the greater success you will achieve by understanding your limits and communicating those to people that you meet, the new people that you meet. Okay, I'm going to take 3 more cards out over this widower here. The widower. Okay. Well, the widower, what is the nature of the loss? The Two of Cups is the nature of the loss, the devil here, and that is an obsessive reality for you, for many of you. These are general readings, but there's the Hanged Man, and the cards are very nicely asking you to turn that situation around. It's not as bad as you think, Cancer. You're still in communication with them. It's not a negative thing. You have a world of energy right in front of your eyes and a world of choice. You are the one to choose what you want to do next. I'm going to take now the runes and crown the reading with a casting and see what comes up. Okay, now, quite interesting. The give and take. All right, it's this give and take. And the doctor, you'll recall that we saw the success and the truth that you acknowledge for yourself. I have here Jifu, which is an exchange. The gifts that you give to someone, your truth, is given back to you, is exchanged for theirs and a relationship. This is the beginning of a new relationship. And along those terms, along those lines, you giving of yourself and they too giving of themselves, the positive and the negative side to themselves. Here I have Wunyo, bright stave, and Rido, bright stave as well. And they're right over the focus of the reading, and they both talk about moving forward in a relationship of love. Be it the old one, you need to keep the communication lines open with them for your harmonious development and your general well-being, and you have to keep yourself open for the new relationship. And I have Diag here, Diag right over the surprise, because you will see that there's a transformational energy in the second half of February that will be so surprising for you. You will not believe that you're capable of starting again, Cancer. I hope this was of help for you, to you for the second half of February. Namaste, Cancer friends, until we read together again. Bye.